So welcome, Congressman Culberson, to the Culberson. Sorry, that was just my talking funny. Welcome, Congressman Culberson,
No
to the payload suite here in Mission Control in Johnson Space Center. And today we're going to be testing out the Callisto payload. And that is an industry partnership between Lockheed Martin, Amazon Alexa, and WebEx by Cisco. And so one of the beauties of this is we're going to be looking at something that you're passionate about, from what I hear from you, is looking at how this could be used for deep space exploration. How can we make the crew members' lives more efficient, more easy, more fun? And so we're going to be testing out these demonstrations today that we're going to see how it goes for future space flights.
Allow as much voice control in the future as possible.
Absolutely. And like I mentioned to you before, my background is human factors engineering, so I'm all about making life easier for the crew. And so that's what we're going to be looking at today. All right. And so do you have any questions before we begin?
No, it makes perfect sense.
Right,
and
so,
particularly as spacecraft become more complicated and the tasks become more difficult.
Absolutely.
And there's going to be levels of things that you can't visually see or hear that only the machines can pick up. It makes sense.
And you'll get to experience some of that today as our virtual crew member. We're going to put our spacesuits on, and we're going to be, you and I will be virtual astronauts. I'll be your guide. And we're going to actually get to basically be inside of Orion. So get ready for your your cues.
Fabulous.
All right. And so in front of you here today, actually before we start that, let's ask Rich. Rich, can you pull up some of the external camera views for us?
Are these live?
These are from yesterday morning, so they're within the last 24 hours.
Extraordinary.
So we have on the left-hand picture, we have as we were doing the lunar flyby, like coming up to the moon, as we were getting close for the lunar flyby, and then the picture on the right is the lunar flyby. And we have two cameras external to Artemis-1 and the Orion vehicle. There is there's one on the crew module adapter underneath the crew module, and there's also one on the solar array wings. All right.
And it always astonishes me how tan the moon is. It appears to be white or gray from the Earth, but when you're in space, it's actual true. These are true colors.
Yes.
So its true color is actually brownish tan.
And so basically, we're thinking, now that you're our virtual crew member, that's one of the most fun things to do on board is to look out the windows. So that's why we wanted to start with the external views. We'll also take a look at an internal view. Now we do, as you heard in the other room, we're using the Deep Space Network, and there's 3 ground satellite dish locations across the Earth to make sure that we have good communications. And so there's one in Canberra, Australia, there's one in Madrid, Spain, and there's one in Goldstone, California, and that's the one that we're using right now.
Okay, using Goldstone.
Goldstone.
Madrid was the one I couldn't remember. I remember Canberra.
Yep. And then there's different size dishes, as you might know also, but today we are on the 34-meter dish. It's a smaller dish. And so when we get an opportunity to see our internal cameras, we'll only get to see one view at a time because we're on the smaller dish today. All right.
And these clocks here represent what? Session 1, 2, what is this? This is
Session 1 is us.
Is us. Okay.
Yep. And there is our, we just lost that for a second, but we'll wait for our communications to get back up. Okay, so we're switching cameras, utilizing that Deep Space Network, so we'll just need another moment here.
Okay, so these will be live images from the Orion spacecraft.
This will be inside Orion, yes. So as you can see, our Moonikin, and there is our... and then the Callisto payload is right in the middle there, and that would normally be where the crew displays are.
And they're essentially, if they were on Earth, lying flat on their back, looking up at the control panels with the windows in front of them and to the right.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, you can see the...
I'm sorry?
Oh, no, I was just going to say you can see the windows right above.
Which one is the commander and which one's the pilot?
I have to get my seats right because commander's on the left and pilot's on the right.
Okay.
So we've got we've got our Moonikin commander in there right now. But yes, this is the view of the inside of Artemis-1.
And the docking port there at their feet, which is actually up above them if they were on the ground.
That's right, yep.
Got it. And the storage is behind them where we are.
That's right, yes, very good. All right.
Got it.
And so...
the atmosphere inside is the same as that on Earth, about 21% oxygen, fraction carbon dioxide and the remainder
And we can
mostly
ask
nitrogen.
about that too later.
Okay.
All right. So let's start. We have our Callisto payload demonstration up there. So let's go see if we have a crew timeline that we need to follow. You know how the crew's schedules
Sure,
are very
absolutely.
regimented.
Yep.
And so we got to follow our crew timeline. And so the first thing that we need you to do as our astronaut for the day is a vehicle status report. So we're not going to be using Alexa yet, because we want to see what the difference is. And so I know that image is really small, and we're getting our second image up with our 2 cameras on board. So that is more of the vehicle cabin. And then what we're going to be seeing shortly is a closer up view of the payload.
Okay, excellent. Of the payload status.
That's correct.
Now
yes.
that screen in the middle is those spacecraft status.
Right. Yes. Right now it is. That's what we're going to be talking. We're going to be asking questions about. I'm getting to that in a moment. But what we're going to be looking at is the battery status display. So it's hard to see from here. Now that our second view is coming up, we'll be able to see it better. But you'll see 4 icons across the top that represent the batteries. And what you can see when the image comes back up, what you'll notice is that is our tablet that we're going to be testing out today. And that's one of the ideas is that the astronauts can have these tablets with them, so they won't always be reliant on being located in front of those displays, as you saw in the vehicle today when you were in the mock-ups over at the Space Vehicle Mock-up Facility. The idea is that this tablet could be mobile with them, and they could be in another location and getting that same information.
And they'll be able to operate the same controls. Are there, obviously, heaven forbid the Bluetooth goes down or the wireless goes down or the tablet goes down or something, there's a way for them to physically flip a switch.
They'll still have they'll still have the vehicle displays.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So this represents a pretty close representation of what the astronauts use currently. And as I said, this represents the battery status. And so I know it's really hard to read, and you're a brand new astronaut, haven't had all your training yet. So are you able to tell me anything about the battery status?
Well, looking at the graphic images on the top, I would assume those are 4 different batteries.
That's correct, yes.
With positive and negative, and then those numbers directly underneath the positive and negative poles is showing 76.1 volts on the one on the farthest left with 37.2 amps.
Yep.
76.1 volts and
that's okay.
39
Yeah,
or
it looks like
59.9
it's changing as we go.
And the third one is 153 volts. That's interesting. Only 2.4 amps. And 129 volts, 129.3 volts with 45.2 amps. Is that correct? Am I reading that right?
Yes, very good. But as you can see, that was kind of hard to read, and we don't always need that much detailed information. So one of the things that we have is also some non-Orion optimized displays that we wanted to share with you. And so, Brian, if you could bring up the battery status optimized display.
Does the auxiliary power supply also indicated on this screen that shows what, for example, the batteries, of course, are discharging, but they're constantly being charged, I assume, by an auxiliary power supply of some kind.
Yes, and I have to get back. But yeah, I was going to say they're from the solar array wings, and this is actually a really good depiction of it here. So this is an optimized display.
The batteries are being charged, of course, by the solar arrays,
yes.
But you probably also have an auxiliary power unit on board, don't you?
We'll have to find out more about that. I'll get back to you before the end of the session.
But they're being charged by the solar cells primarily.
That's right. And so this is our optimized display, and you can see it's much easier to see now if you look on the left-hand side what the average battery charge is.
Correct. Average charge is at 95.1%. There's the external temperature, 170.3 Fahrenheit. And,
so a lot of good information you can have on that optimized screen. Well, you can see how it's a lot easier to read if you just needed a quick view. So this would be something, an optimized display they could have on their tablets just for a quick view.
7 days, 15 hours, 22 minutes in mission elapsed time.
That's where we are right now.
And the outer gimbals, are those visual navigation tools for example, looking at Canopus and other stars to help guide the spacecraft and the computers on board?
Those are actually for the solar array wings themselves.
Oh, those are that's the configuration of the solar
correct.
arrays.
Yep. Would you like to go ahead and take a look at a second display?
Certainly,
we'll get some more information.
Sure.
All right. Brian, if you could pull up the telemetry display. All right, that's just taking us a second here. That's my cheat sheet.
So, Brian, are you the one controlling this whole operation?
With the help of an entire team of people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, there's a whole group of
You're the guy behind the green curtain, like in the Wizard of Oz. You guys
That's
are
right.
like the curtains right here. And,
I have a lot of good help.
yeah.
And so you're asking earlier about the like the position of Orion, in its telemetry. So this is this display, the optimized display that we have right now that shows, the dot on top is the Orion, and it shows its trajectory path, around the moon and into a distant retrograde orbit before coming back to Earth.
Now, I've not studied orbital dynamics that closely, but the double loop going in closely to the moon and then swinging back out, that's really interesting. And it's creating y'all are in sort of a retrograde orbit?
Yep, it's called a distant retrograde orbit.
Okay. That double loop, what does that
I'll have
do
to get,
for you?
Yeah, I'll have to get back to you on that one because I'm not an orbital mechanics person either. But we can hopefully find that out before the end of the session, or we'll be able to answer that for you later.
And the very faint image in the background, there's kind of a ghost and
Oh,
a ghostly image in it. What is that?
It's just a reflection on the screen from inside the cabin.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yes, I'm not exactly sure what it is.
That's really
but
a
it's
live
reflection.
image inside the Orion.
We are currently in the Orion vehicle. I'm sorry I didn't make that more clear.
Yeah, that's a live shot inside the spacecraft at this moment.
Yes, we are. This is real vehicle data, so it's real telemetry data. So we are on, mission, and we are inside the vehicle talking to the Callisto payload.
Callisto is literally the center of the control panel.
For Artemis 1, yes.
For Artemis 1, Callisto's right front and center, and you're envisioning the Callisto being really kind of the key piece of controlling the entire spacecraft in time.
I think we're really looking at Callisto more like a helper tool. Yeah, so
it
they would
won't,
still
it won't
have
be the primary interface. They'll still be using their fingers and eyes and controlling the,
That's right.
on the keypad in front of them.
That's
but
right.
Callisto will be there as an auxiliary.
Right, and it might not necessarily control the vehicle. We'll have to see if we get to that point. It's more just to gather information from the vehicle. All right, so now you can see how that took us a little while, first of all, to see that first display and figure that out. And then even though we have these nice optimized displays, one of your passions, Congressman, is doing science. And so you have your crew members, doing a lot of their science experiments, but they needed to do a telemetry check. So that's where our Alexa comes in. And so we're going to have you test some of our Alexa technology now using the microphone as we practiced in the training room.
Telemetry meaning to check the strength of the connection with Madrid and the Deep Space Network?
Sure, well, just any kinds of different, yes. So it does go through the Deep Space Network, and then we're going to be asking Alexa these questions that we have programmed in.
Okay, very good.
All right, so we have the tablet right in front of you if you'd like to try that one.
And I need to click this?
Yes, click that, and then hold it down, ask your question, and then you can let go. And we'll see what you about.
All right.
Yeah.
Alexa, what point on Earth are you over right now? Alexa, what point on Earth are you over right now?
Using Orion's current geodetic latitude and longitude location data calculated by onboard guidance, navigation, and control software, Orion is currently over South America.
And so my voice was actually transmitted on board the spacecraft.
Yes, I was going to say, were you ready to hear your voice on space? Your voice has now been to space.
I've spoken a couple of times to the space station crew, which was marvelous, and the shuttle over the years. Absolutely fabulous. And the delay is, how long is the delay between transmission from Earth?
It's what you see here, so it's about averaging like 5 to 6 seconds, but it can be up to 14.
It can be up to 14.
And remember, too, that now your voice has been in deep space. So your voice has both been to low Earth orbit with the space station, and now your voice has been in deep space.
Fabulous. Just fabulous.
All right.
This is so extraordinary, y'all.
Excellent.
Thank you so much.
What
an absolute privilege.
Would you like to ask
It's truly one of the great
question?
joys of my life to help fund NASA and help you guys over the years and to be here and be a part of it. I mean, growing up as a little kid in West U and having my first telescope when I was 12, I always wanted to be an astronaut and be a part of this great program.
We can go ahead and ask Alexa another question,
sure.
whatever one you like.
Alexa, how fast is Orion going right now? Alexa, how fast is Orion going right now?
All right, let's try that one more time,
I must have thrown it right now, threw it off.
Yeah.
Alexa, how fast is Orion going? Alexa, how fast is Orion going?
Orion's current relative velocity to Earth is 2,804 miles per hour. The maximum speed Orion will travel during the mission is 24,700 miles per hour upon Earth entry.
So just a little bit more than our Texas highways, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe not in West Texas.
That's right, pretty equivalent. Yes.
Yeah,
But so this is using our Alexa voice artificial intelligence, the Alexa voice AI. And as we mentioned earlier, this is not using, unlike your home device, this is not using the internet. This is using the Amazon local voice control technology. And so it's something, it's kind of independent. We want to be independent of any kind of ground stations because for deep space travel, it's very important that we have that ability.
So Alexa is listening to my voice as transmitted inside the Orion spacecraft. It's picking up my voice coming through the air molecules inside the Orion spacecraft.
Yes, that's correct.
She's listening to my voice in the spacecraft.
She's listening to your voice in the spacecraft.
Okay. And that's have you modified the Alexa in any way? Is that one like right off of the as manufactured by Amazon? Bound to have beefed it up somehow.
Yeah, it was built from the ground up.
Yeah,
so when
special.
with this industry technology,
A
absolutely,
custom.
industry partnership.
A custom Alexa.
Exactly.
Alexa,
All right.
what is the cabin pressure? Alexa, what is the cabin pressure?
The pressure inside Orion is currently 14.1 pounds per square inch.
Fantastic.
Sea level
Yep.
on Earth.
Yep. All right, and so if you don't mind, Congressman,
I'm
we've
going
got
to do that one.
Oh, okay, go right ahead.
Orion, Alexa, what is the temperature inside Orion? Orion, Alexa, what is the temperature inside Orion? Alexa, what is the temperature
Oops, I'm sorry.
inside Orion? I didn't see the blue ring, so she didn't hear me.
That's right.
Alexa, what is the temperature inside Orion?
Cabin temperatures throughout the mission vary between 65 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit, with possible peaks above 70 degrees during lunar flybys. The average of the current temperature readings on the numerous sensors installed throughout the crew module is 55 degrees Fahrenheit.
Now that little red light in the middle there, that's not Antares or Mars, that's just a reflection of a light inside Orion.
That's a reflection, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Looks just like Mars or Antares
It does.
or Betelgeuse.
It does. All right. So we're going
next?
to test out some different technologies. So what's the next thing on your crew timeline there, number 2 or number
Sure.
2.1?
A personal time for
Yes.
to call home and downtime.
Absolutely. So I'm going to have you push this Call Orion button. And the next thing we're going to do, so even though it says Call Orion, remember we're in Orion, we're the astronauts, and so we're going to have you, call Mission Control. And so while we're waiting for that to come up, who would you like to talk to in Mission Control? It doesn't have to be a Mission Control person; it can be family, friends.
So I need to
Yeah.
address it to somebody in
I was
Mission
just
Control.
just asking who.
But I
would-
did
who would be the
address
most,
it to someone in Mission Control.
Well, I was going to no, it's fine. I was just going to ask, like, if you're making a personal call home, who would you
Sure.
most like to talk to?
Sure,
Let me
I'd
say it that way.
love to call my wife on her cell phone.
Oh, there we go. And I was going to ask you if you're ready for your space selfie. So
Sure.
So now, not only has your voice been to deep space, and I'll get out of the way, but I was going to say, not only has your voice been to deep space, but now your image is in deep space as well. And I'll get out of the way of the camera
Incredible.
for a minute so we can get some good pictures of you in space.
Incredible, fabulous. What an extraordinary experience, y'all. Thank you. So I can phone home like E.T. from right here.
Absolutely, and that's what we wanted to showcase. We wanted to showcase that it also has this video technology, and so you can be doing video calls with loved ones, with Mission Control, also
it.
as part of the technology.
Now, will this actually allow me to call my wife?
Not from our test demonstration today.
That'd
but
really throw
perhaps
her for a
eventually.
loop.
But yes,
Or our
and so,
daughter.
And you can see this is it took a little bit longer to come up because we do have some
Right.
bandwidth constraints with video. It's a big file. And so you can imagine like a 10-lane highway and being compressed down to 1 lane or even smaller.
Sure.
And so this is actually a custom WebEx that's working with our deep space network to get some high resolution video at limited bandwidths.
Now, the resolution is on the screen on board the spacecraft is the same as the resolution on this screen to our left. It's just that the image of the image is a little lower resolution because of bandwidth.
Yes,
Got it.
that's exactly right.
I got it. Makes sense.
Excellent.
Okay, just fabulous.
All right. And
So
since
then downtime would be for the for the crew to
Yes.
take time to relax, look
Absolutely,
out the window,
and that's what I was going to say. Now
look
that
at the world sailing by.
absolutely, we want to give our crews some time to do downtime. So let's see if we want to. Let me go to that one. If you have a favorite question you'd like to ask Alexa in your downtime during your crew day.
Sure. Alexa, what's on the menu today? How's the food? Alexa, what's on the menu today? How's the food?
Okay.
Let's try a different one.
Okay. Alexa, how's the food? I have to stick to the script. Alexa, how's the food? I didn't hear it.
No, it didn't get that one either.
Alexa, how is the food?
And as you can see,
Alexa, how is the food? She heard that one.
yep.
I don't eat, so I couldn't tell you.
Oh, well, that's
But I
not
know
very
a
helpful.
joke. Why do astronauts use tortillas instead of bread? In case they see a flying salsa. Actually, it's because they don't leave crumbs floating around. But my answer is more fun.
That is true. All right, so Alexa, she has a sense of humor built in as well. All right.
Alexa, set the lights to blue.
All right, now take a look at the screen, Congressman. We'll see if we have some.
Alexa, set the lights to blue.
We have some lights installed inside the vehicle along with our payload. And so hopefully let's go ahead and try that one again.
Okay. Alexa, set the lights to green. Alexa, set the lights to green. She spit me out. Maybe we're jumping from Madrid to Canberra.
Oh, we got a different view here so we can see our lights.
Looks like she did magenta.
Let's try that one more time.
Alexa, set the lights to magenta. Alexa, set the lights to magenta. She locked up. She didn't respond. Alexa, set the lights to magenta. Alexa, set the lights to magenta.
Ah, there we go.
There we go.
Okay.
I got to stick
And
to the script.
I've got one more that I'd like to try if you wouldn't mind.
Not at all, please.
Let's see. All right. Alexa, set the lights to USA mode.
Oh, that's fun.
Alexa, set the lights to USA mode.
Land of the free.
Perfect. All right.
Fantastic.
All right, so we're done with our downtime for now because
Okay.
now we have to go over and do another collaboration test. So what we're going to do here while we're watching Alexa change the lights, what we're going to do next, Congressman, is we're going to take off we're going to put our spacesuits back on. We're going to leave Orion for just a few minutes
Okay.
and travel down to Mission Control, where we're going to be doing another test of some new technologies,
Okay.
and then we'll come back to Orion.
Okay.
So we haven't quite got done with Orion. We're going to go test something else out.
Okay.
All right, so you can leave your button
All
here
right.
and follow me. All right. So this is our WebEx whiteboard by Cisco,
All right.
and we're going to be playing with some technologies here. Oops, there we go. Sorry. There we go. All right, let me go ahead and share the screen. And what we can do here, you can either write with your finger or you can use the stylus.
Okay.
We can change the pen size. I'm going to make it as large as possible.
Okay.
And we're going to put it in a bright color. Do you have a favorite color that you'd like to choose?
I always love spring green. Is my favorite
All right,
color
perfect.
of all.
And what we're going to be able to show here too, and I'll have you stand on that X there so we get good video. We can also use collaboration technologies to share, images, pictures, messages on board with the Orion Callisto as well.
Okay.
And so do you have a message you'd like to send the world or a message you'd like to send to your family? You can go ahead and write it on the board and we'll see it appear
Oh, no kidding.
on Orion.
Okay. To either the family or to
Whatever you like. You can draw a picture. Yep, we can play tic-tac-toe, whatever you like.
Now, when I say draw a picture, what I can do is essentially whatever I draw on here
yes.
is going to show up on that screen up there in the
Orion spacecraft.
in the spacecraft.
Mm-hmm.
And they can see it in mission control too.
Okay.
You want to write nice and big, so that,
Sure.
yes. Oh, that's
Now,
wonderful.
how do I delete that and do another one? I just
That
got
is a
one
lovely message. Well, let's take
I-
a minute to see if it's got, so I just wanted you to take a look at your message appearing in space. And then if we wanted to do another one, we
wanna
can
do another
certainly
one.
do that. We can, let me see.
Okay.
And is this message to your family?
The whole
message to the
world.
world? Excellent. Happy to see that. Oh, that's a lovely. And how does this quote speak to you, Congressman? What? A lovely sentiment. This one speaks to you.
NASA lives in the future. The space program, all astronauts, all scientists, all engineers, Americans live in the future. So what American, what Texan, what member of the NASA team would not like the dreams of the future
Absolutely.
far better than the memories of the past? And it's always, Thomas Jefferson is my favorite founding father, and this has always been among my favorite Jefferson quotes because it's one that I have always attempted to live by, to live my life by.
Really resonates.
And it is so true that the dreams of the future are far better than the memories of the past.
That is fantastic. And now that is recorded, on board Orion with our Callisto technology demonstration.
Lori, can you get a picture of that? Thank you. That's marvelous. Mr. Jefferson is on board the Orion spacecraft.
Absolutely.
Now, how much would Thomas Jefferson love this? He would eat this up, guys. He would absolutely
100%.
devour. He would have more fun with this. And I don't know if I could do much better than that. I just seen leave Mr.
Fantastic.
Jefferson up there for a little
Absolutely, but you can see how we can use these technologies to communicate with folks that are on board. And so one more thing we'll have you do really quick with our time here is, so again, do you have any friends or family or yourself that ever wanted to be an astronaut? We can pretend that somebody's on board right now.
bit. Sure, me.
All right. All right, so
And my friend John Webb. My friend John
there
Webb
you go.
in California.
Excellent. All right, so we've got John is in the Orion spacecraft right now, and you happen to be in
Lori,
mission control.
Can I show you something on there real quick? Can I call out from here? Is it safe? Can I make a phone call from here?
Yes, I believe so. Somebody can let me know if not, but that's a NASA question. So
Is it okay?
Rich says
Okay,
it's
because
okay.
would be
Thank you,
a lot of fun.
Thank you,
Is
Rich.
I'd love to. My friend John Webb would go absolutely nuts if I did FaceTime with him, so he could see this.
You can tell him he's the one on board Orion.
Yeah, and I'll let him know what's going on if he'll answer. I think I can get him.
The signal is hard in here.
I got a good signal.
Let's ask Rich if you can.
Okay with it?
Is it okay?
Yeah, Rich said it was okay.
Now the one time I don't get him, I
Of
should have given
course.
him. I should have
Well, we
given him
can
a heads
video
up.
this for him. He can watch it
I'll
later.
send him a video.
Yes.
I'm recording. Give a message to your friend.
Hey, Donnie, I'm inside the Orion control room, at the Johnson Space Center. Let me flip this around. And I'm here with the Orion team of Lockheed, Cynthia, Linda, Lori with NASA. Hi, Mary. How are you?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. And let me let everybody introduce themselves.
I'm Rich.
There's Rich,
Brian and Brandon.
Brian and Brandon.
Brian, and Brandon.
Nice to meet you.
And we are literally live on board the Orion spacecraft. You can see that is a live image from the Orion spacecraft. We're broadcasting live onto the new technology demo of Alexa on board Orion.
Yes.
And Cynthia, you were just about, she said I
Yep.
could call anybody I wish. And you could, so I called you. I'm glad you answered because this is a one-time thing. We are live on board Orion. And if I could, Lori, I'm going to ask you to hold that.
Yeah,
and
so-
Cynthia's going to explain to us, Donnie, what you are. You're going to be an astronaut here. And Cynthia said I could invite anybody to be an astronaut for a moment. I said, let me try see if I can get my friend John Webb.
Absolutely.
We know
So
him as-
we're yep.
So please, Cynthia, go
Yeah,
ahead.
so we're using this technology, this WebEx technology from Cisco, and what we're doing is, as you saw a minute ago, looking at the screen behind us, this is being transmitted on board to the Artemis 1 spacecraft right now through our Callisto payload. And so what we can do, we're showing the video collaboration technologies. And so I was going to say, we've got Donnie, you're on board the spacecraft. We've got Congressman here in Mission Control. And Donnie, you just sent this picture down of the moon, and you got some really cool ideas of maybe, we've got, a landing site here, and you know that you want to travel all the way up here, but you're not really sure what direction you'd like to go. And so you're calling down to Mission Control, to your friend Congressman Culberson in Mission Control, and the congressman is going to let you know which way you should travel.
And Mary, because he's with his wife, Mary. So,
And
Mary,
yep.
you're on this mission too. You're going to have to travel across
Absolutely.
the lunar surface as well with Donnie.
And so do you have any route ideas that you'd like them to take? Oh, we lost them?
Oh, there they are.
There they
Okay.
are.
They're back.
Congressman, do you have any route ideas that you'd like them to take? You can use
Well,
your pen to
oh,
draw.
I can use
yeah,
the pen?
absolutely.
Well, it's a little out of the way, but it looks like this is going to be the smoothest path to follow and the most direct, kind of weaving through these craters and traveling out this way. And they want to get all the way over there.
Yes, it's a tough journey.
Yeah, and that here it's going to get a little brutal. And of course, being Donnie's been my best friend for life, and being my best friend, I'd like to send him through that crater, but we'll make it easy on you, Donnie, and as easy as possible, because after all, you're driving a taxpayer-funded vehicle, and we don't want to damage it or lose it. And to right there.
100%. And so now, Lisa, if you'll show the camera, you might need to get a little close up there. Your route is now recorded on our Artemis 1 spacecraft.
That's a
with our-
live image of the dashboard on the Orion spacecraft. It's about how many? What's its distance, Brian, from Earth right now?
About 213,000 miles.
That's 213,000 miles out in space. That's a live image, Donnie and Mary, of the dash of the what do you call it? The dash.
The control panel.
The control
yep.
panel. Excuse me.
Yep.
And this is the docking port, Donnie. That's the astronauts are laying on their back. They're looking up at this. This is the central part of the dashboard, and that's where they dock, right there. But this is
Pretty
a live
awesome.
image from the Orion.
Yep, absolutely. And so you can see how this technology be really used well to do, to collaborate, write notes to people. So you've got your people on board, and you've got the people on the ground, and this would be a great, technology for them to share.
Yeah, this
All right.
Alexa allows them to do, if they want to do some background work while they're focusing on the main parts of running the mission, Alexa will handle auxiliary tasks.
Oh, sorry, this is the WebEx. I apologize. Yeah.
Well, I had to
said
call you. I'm
Alexa.
glad you answered. They said I could call anybody.
Yep.
You don't get a call like this every day.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I
Yes.
got to jump off. I'll call you back when I get done. Thank you
All
so
right.
much, Cynthia.
Absolutely. No, that was
Thank
very
you, guys.
fun. And pardon me, I was
Thank you.
I'm so used to saying Alexa. I have to remind myself. I have to say it's our WebEx technology. I apologize for that. So one of the last things we're going to have you do, Congressman, is sign as our virtual crew member. Sign our crew member log.
Awesome.
And so remember, let's make sure that the pen size is good. We'll pick your
I like
green
my
color
I like
again.
my spring
so
green.
yep, you can write nice and big and put today's date, and this will commemorate your experience with us today and your experience quote unquote, on board Orion.
Texas 7, and
Excellent.
today is?
The 23rd.
I can't even believe it.
Same.
Fabulous.
All right.
Can I get a picture of you and John?
Oh, absolutely. Let me
I'd
put
love
this
to.
pen
Thank
down.
you.
And then I'll get one of you in here. Okay, and then how about one with?
Thank you so. Oh my gosh,
the one that's
absolutely.
been-
That's
you
cool.
want to get one of
No, get yours first. That's
Okay,
fine.
I'll get yours.
And you know the way that this is so easy. Just go zip
Oh.
like that, and then bam.
Okay, perfect.
All there is to it.
Okay, I'll get it. Okay.
Thank you.
Let's see. Scoot a little bit this way.
Just get me from right here up.
Okay, then I'll get your, I got it.
Oh, got me?
Thanks, Lori. I got it.
Thank you, Lori. What an
Fantastic.
extraordinary
Yes.
experience. And you really can see the potential of the technology is essentially limitless.
Absolutely.
And we're really going to have to be careful thinking about how much control you want to give Callisto over different parts of the spacecraft. I'm a big.
Yes.
Right now it's informational.
I'm now it's informational.
Tell you more about
But, yep. Congressman, if you'd like to come back around here,
Sure.
we'll just kind of say we'll kind of close out our session, and then we'll bring. All right.
Did you get a? Did you? I'm sure you did. Got a picture
yeah.
of me with my phone,
Yes.
and I'm sure we got
Perfect.
plenty of those.
All right. Excellent. No, but basically,
Where
just
to?
to
Do I need
wrap
to
up our
close
session,
out?
I just wanted to
Do I need
say
to
that.
close out?
Nope, we're all good. I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining us,
That was
and
a
it was
real joy.
and testing
Thank
out
you.
our technology demonstration. And it's been fabulous
It's
having you here.
extraordinarily impressive. It really is absolutely phenomenal, and works beautifully. It is what a privilege to be here and to be a part of this, and to experience this, and to see once again what the dreams of the future look like. Because that's the best part of life, are the dreams of the future. I still can't just.